Hello, 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 and welcome to your character education. My name is Corey, and if this is your first time here, I'm so excited that you've joined us today. Right here is where we learn each month's big idea or value word. And it's a word that when you put it inside of you, it changes the world around you. So let's just jump right in, and why don't you repeat it after me in 3, 2, 1. Creativity. Using your imagination to do something unique. Good job, everybody.
Corey!
Shannon?
Water!
Okay. Yeah, water?
Water, please!
Oh, for you. Yeah, here.
Thank you.
You must have been busy.
Well, good. Yeah, I've definitely been busy.
What have you been doing?
I got my first job.
Wait, your first job? How old are you? Never mind. Shannon, you got your first job.
Yeah. I'm the new paper boy. I just finished my first route.
Paperboy.
Yeah, I had no idea what it was either, but apparently some people don't like to get their news on television or the internet when it's actually happening. Instead, this is genius, they like to wait at least 24 hours before they can read about it in one of these, actually.
So you're delivering these newspapers. Huh.
Yeah, but okay, I gotta admit, I hit a little bit of a snag. Since problem-solving skills are a great example of creativity, I thought that I would get some help from everybody out here.
Okay, so just to make sure we're on the same page, a paper boy or paper girl is a person that drives around in their car, rides a bike, and delivers newspapers each morning,
That's
real
correct.
early. And usually they carry around a bag and they place the papers on the front porch or the driveway of every house, or maybe even in the mailbox.
Correct.
So what's your problem? Do you not know how to ride a bike?
No, I'm good there. I've got training wheels, man.
You don't have a GPS unit.
No, I just throw the papers at every house I see.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
The problem is, I can't throw the papers very far. Like, I need to come up with a better way to throw them.
Oh, well, why don't you just show me what you're doing?
Okay, so, can I go out there and show you? It'll make it easier.
I guess so.
Okay, great, thanks. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, so far, this is how I've been doing it. Ready?
Oh,
Hang on.
careful.
All right, here we go. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra.
I think I see the problem. Come here, man.
Yeah, they're impossible to throw. They just keep exploding into a million pieces every time I throw them. It's so frustrating.
Right. Well, this isn't like super creative or anything, but
Okay.
have you thought about maybe putting each paper into a plastic bag before you throw them, or maybe wrapping a rubber band around it?
Corey, that is genius, man. How in the world did you think of that?
That's how my paper comes. Well, at least it used to come that way.
Well, actually, I think you're on my route now, so maybe tomorrow you might actually get a paper. Or wait, hang on. Does this? Just a second. Does that work?
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
This will be great. Now that we've helped Shannon out with his problem, let's learn some more about creativity in this next video.
Sam here. Listen, can I ask you a question? Have you ever looked at something amazing and thought, I could never do that? I could never paint that. Or write this, solve that, build this. I mean, listen, you may be right. Maybe not. But maybe, just maybe, that's the wrong place to start. Listen, you have an imagination, a brain that works like no one else's. So maybe the right place to start is, what can I do? I mean, come on. Imagine 100 ways to cheer up your friend. Make up your own song in the shower. That was good. Or come up with a new play for your basketball team to try. Because, listen, you are unique and different from everyone around you. So everything you create can be different and unique too. Here it is. Listen up. Creativity is using your imagination to do something unique. Come on, I need the whole room all at once. Everybody, say it like you mean it. Creativity is using your imagination to do something unique. We'll see you next month.
Okay, everyone, it's time to choose some people who are creative in some ways that they may not even be aware of. We may be able to find some people with hidden talents out here among us right now. So let's quickly find 5 volunteers who will take a chance at winning some awesome prizes. Go! There you go, you guys are doing awesome. I like it, I like it. Okay. This is a game that I call noggin drawing. You will place this paper plate on top of your head, and then you will take one of these markers, such as I have here, and draw some things on the plate that I will describe to you. Whoever draws the most things correctly will win an amazing prize. Are you guys ready to play? All right, place the plate on your head. Now first, I want you to draw a large square on top of the paper plate. It's not really that impossible. There we go. I'm doing it with you as well. Yeah. Okay. Now that the large square is your creative canvas, here's what I want you to paint on it. On that blank square, I want you to draw a horse. Whew, that's tough. All right, I think I got it. Now, on the horse, I want you to draw a self-portrait of yourself riding the horse. This could be super difficult. Whew. All right. Yeah, I got it right there. There we go. Okay. Now, this should be a little easier. I want you to put a bright sun in the sky over your wonderful horseback ride. Here we go. I think that's got it. Okay, time is up. Now take your plate off your head and hold it in front of you so that you can see all your noggin drew. We asked you to draw a square, then put a horse on the canvas, and then put yourself on the horse, and then put a sun in the sky over you. It looks like you all did an amazing job at this game. So now let's see what your prize is. Oh, I got it. Your prize today is one-of-a-kind artistic drawing of an artist riding a horse. Hey, why don't you check mine out? Look, I did such a great job with mine right there. Doesn't that look amazing? You guys are awesome. You'll have a great day.
Hey kids, I'm Lawson, and I have a story today that might just turn your hair white. I heard it from my little brother's friend Braden. We're talking suspense, Mission Impossible, a serious ticking clock. See, Braden and his friend Roland had this huge project due for art class the next morning, which is not good as far as Braden is concerned. See, Roland thinks his whole artistic creative thing is a breeze. He's like some sort of Van Gogh. He practically burns up the canvas. Ow! My ear! But Braden doesn't think he's creative at all. He says, art is not my thing. He doesn't know what to paint. It's like the blank canvas is laughing at him. And Roland tells Braden he can just paint anything, or sculpt something out of toothpicks and marshmallows and peanut butter. But even then, Braden is still stuck. And finally, Roland gets a little impatient and he says, well, what do you like to do? And Braden says, eat. and then his eyes get really wide. Come on, like even wider than that. Because he's got the most amazing idea ever. He knows exactly what he's gonna make for this art project. Pizza! So he begins to whip up some dough, and then he starts tossing it. Uh-oh. And when the dough is ready, that's when Brayden really gets his Van Gogh on. We're talking pepperoni pinwheels, cheesy sunflowers, green pepper trees, a bacon sunrise, mushroom clouds. And when that puppy is ready to come out of the oven, it is a seriously creative pie. His teacher gives him an A on the project, and everyone gets pizza. The whole class gives Brayden an A+ in lunch. So kids, remember, A divided by B plus C equals pizza. Oh! Uh-oh.
Every now and then, Mom asks me to watch Sophie and Connor. Sometimes they don't like it when I'm in charge. Mom said it would just be a few hours, so I thought we could go out and jump on the trampoline or hunt bugs or something. That's when the day got ugly. I thought we were in for a long, sad time. But I thought, hey, I have my tablet. Maybe I can get them involved in some games. Nope, the Wi-Fi wasn't working. More gray skies and miserable faces. I started looking around and remembered the junk drawer. We painted. We wrote a song. We built a fort. We danced. Connor even invented his own game. Mom was home before we knew it. Thanks for letting us have fun, making things together. Your friend, Emily.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry to do this, but I'm afraid we're going to have to skip the teaching segment of our program today. Let me explain. Our big idea is creativity. Creativity is using your imagination to do something unique. The animal is the bowerbird and the color is tie-dye. Really cool big idea, really cool animal, really cool color, just really cool. Unlike me. I'm sorry, it's just I've been thinking a lot about this month's big idea and I just don't think I'm the person to come talk to you guys about how to be creative. I'm just not creative and I don't think I can really use my imagination to do anything unique.
Hey, well that was a heartfelt talk, Melissa. So if we're going to skip our teaching segment, how about we get to our super awesome game?
Wait, game? I didn't know you planned a game.
I know, I sort of just came up with it.
Wow, really? See, this is what I'm talking about, Tucker. You're creative. I'm not creative at all.
That's nice. Okay, so I need 2 brave volunteers who aren't afraid of anything. Your teacher's going to help and pick 2 volunteers. Oh, crap. Great. That's awesome.
Well, Tucker, what are we gonna do with the sauce and the noodles? I'm not sure this is a great idea.
Come on, Melissa. Who's the creative one between us?
Well, you are, I guess.
Exactly. Okay, I have my brave volunteers, and here's how the game is played. It's very simple. One volunteer will try to transport as much spaghetti sauce to the center of the bowl in 30 seconds, only using a large fork. So just like that. The other volunteer's job will be to transport as much spaghetti noodles as they possibly can to the center bowl using only a ladle. Volunteers, have your tools ready. Ready, set, go. Fix me some lunch! Don't kill each other! There's noodles flying all over the place! Alright, well that didn't go as well as I hoped. Honestly, I was hoping you guys could make me lunch, but you failed. I mean, you were just terrible. Really, I mean, you guys should have gotten way more to the middle, but both of you were just terrible.
Tucker, can we stop this? You're acting ridiculous.
What?
They weren't bad at the game. You just had a bad game.
Are you saying I had a bad game? What are you talking about?
Well, it's not their fault they couldn't move sauce with a fork or noodles with a ladle. I mean, you should have had the ladles move the sauce and the fork move the noodles.
Well, that is kind of a good point, I guess.
Honestly, you just had the wrong tools doing the wrong jobs.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Melissa, do you know what this month's animal is?
Sure, I just went over it with the kids a few minutes ago.
That's right, it's the Bowerbird. When the red and green pair of plumbers save the princess, they do it because of creativity.
Tucker, the animal of the month isn't the Bowerbird, it's the Bowerbird. It's our animal of the month because they actually use their creativity to build bird huts that they stay in.
Really? I didn't know that. How do you remember all that stuff, Melissa?
I don't know, I just do. But what I don't remember is you explaining why you did this weird game. I'm assuming it has nothing to do with Mario.
Okay, so I might have been off about the animal of the month, but you were really close with what you said. I had the wrong tools for the wrong job.
So?
Listen, Albert Einstein once said, if you want to open a can of tuna, throw it at a tree.
What? Einstein never said that. I think you're thinking of another famous quote of his. Most often it gets attributed to Einstein, but we're not exactly sure if he said it. But anyway, it goes like this. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid.
I don't think that's it. Stupid's not a nice word.
Well, you're exactly right, it's not, which is why the quote is a good one. I mean, we talk a lot about how we should treat others right, make smart decisions, and maximize our potential. People might not always make smart decisions, but nobody is stupid. Einstein's point was that if you compare yourself to other people, you might think you're not smart, even though there are some things you're really good at.
Wow, you are really smart, Melissa. How do you remember that?
I don't know. I guess I'm just good with facts and quotes.
Exactly.
What?
Melissa, you started out today saying that you aren't creative.
Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm very good at using my imagination to do something unique. What's that?
Remember that one time when I kept showing up to our shows late? I kept pushing the snooze button on my alarm, so you taped my alarm clock to my toy car. That way, when I hit the snooze button, the toy car would roll away, so I wouldn't oversleep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
How about that one time I was terrified that the tooth fairy would steal my teeth to make her quota, so you told me to keep these under my pillow.
Yeah, that was a really weird phobia that you had.
Or how about that one time that I kept forgetting how to tie my shoes, so you made me belt shoes, the laceless shoe.
I didn't make those, you did. I bought you a pair of Velcro shoes the next week.
Yeah, those worked really well too.
But what's with all this stuff, Tucker?
My point is that of course you're creative. I mean, you're using your imagination all the time to help me be on time, be on script, and just be a better host in general.
Well, that's nice of you, but...
Let me finish, Melissa. You said you weren't creative. You're looking at yourself like a ladle when you're more of a fork.
You're comparing me to silverware.
Melissa, you are good at keeping me on track. You're good at remembering facts about animals of the month and remembering quotes from Einstein. That's what you're really good at. I'm really good at making jokes, having fun, and playing games. Except for my lesson game we did a few minutes ago. That one was terrible.
Wow, you actually did a pretty good job with this, Tucker. I mean, you're right. This is true for the kids, too. There might be a kid out there who isn't much of an artist. Maybe he or she thinks that means they're not creative, but they're really good at math instead.
Right, and they could draw pictures of numbers.
I was going to say something else, but that is a very creative answer. That's creativity, using your imagination to do something unique.
So here's the deal, kids. I just snagged this email fresh from cyberspace, written by none other than Tanisha from Rhode Island. Quick question, Tanisha. I'm no geography expert, but that's the most landlocked island I've ever seen. Sorry, we're getting off track. Here's what Tanisha from Rhode Mainland has to say. Dear Zachary, Mom's birthday was yesterday. Usually she has to make her own cake, but me and Dad want to surprise her this year. We spent like an hour on all the different flavors, the frosting, and how few candles we should use so she wouldn't feel as old as she actually is. And most importantly, what it should say. Mom is gonna be home in about 10 minutes, so I thought we should put the cake on a really fun plate. And that's when Dad had to sneeze. He turned away so he wouldn't get the cake gross, but that's when it started to slip. And so the cake, our masterpiece, hit the floor. Mom was gonna walk through the door any minute, and we didn't have anything but a big mess. While Dad tried to make me feel better, my brain kicked into high gear. Maybe we can make Mom a cake out of something else. Out of carrots. Out of Spam. Out of stuff we already had in the kitchen. I remembered this awesome recipe for a cake you could make in the microwave. They only took 2 minutes to bake. When Mom walked in, she was so excited that she dropped her purse and hugged us right away. And we all stuffed our faces with cake. Without utensils, of course. Good news, guys. Tanisha has totally made up for her state having a fake name by giving us her top secret, awesome recipe. And for you guys at home, we're gonna give you Tanisha's top secret recipe right now. You guys get that? If not, you can always go to internet.com and Bing it. And more importantly, be creative. Get out there and use your imagination to do something unique.
Got my eye. Aye. They're important. Oh! Hey there! I'm MC Haggis, the world's greatest Scottish rapper, and this here is my beatboxing partner, Seamus. Say hello, Seamus. Aye. Give him a taste of what you can do. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you know, it takes a tremendous amount of creativity to become the world's greatest Scottish rapper like I have, isn't that right, Ian? Yes, I know I'm very good at rapping, but I've never felt like I could draw or paint anything, so I just wouldn't even try. You know what I said to myself, Seamus? Aye. That's right. I said, Haggis, imagine what you could do when you believe you're creative. So that's why I'm painting this self-portrait. That I'm almost finished with. Here, a little more beard and a little... Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect. I can't wait to show this to you, but first I think we need to kick a fat rhyme, don't you? Kick it. Sometimes you can feel frustrated if you don't feel like you're creative, but you've got the ability. Word! Did you see the director dancing back there? Aye. Got mad beats. Aye. It's time to unveil the picture. Are you ready? Aye. All right, here we go. Take a gander at this. Didn't it look just like me there, Seamus? Aye. You hesitated. You don't think that looks like me? Aye. What? Aye. I painted Seamus by mistake. It's obvious. The purple. Yeah, I painted Seamus. Oh boy, you know what? I should go into business making self-portraits for other people's portraits. That's creative. Isn't that great? That'd be great. Aye.
All right, everyone, we had a great time today, and I'm sure you've learned a lot about creativity.
I know I certainly have.
Well, Shannon, I think we're almost done, but why don't you go ahead and tell us what you learned?
Okay. I've learned that this is a tangled mess, but instead of making it in a string art, it's now going to be a toy for my cat.
Well, yeah, that should keep him busy for a little while.
Yeah, and then there is this.
That is colorful.
That is me painting a sunset.
It kind of seems a little dark for a sunset.
The sun went down while I was painting it.
Oh. Okay,
so
so now...
I made it into a cage liner for my bird instead.
Oh, that's nice. I think that's cool, but what's going on with this?
Oh, this is, I wanted to be a ventriloquist. So I got this guy, but I haven't really planned out my act just yet.
Okay, so why don't you use some creativity and show us all what you've got.
No, I stink at it.
No, come on. Who wants to see Shannon do some ventriloquism?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, kids, thanks for coming today. We hope you learned that you can be creative even when you don't think you are. Also, maybe you had an idea to do one thing, like be a ventriloquist, but it turns out that you are better at just holding up a puppet and helping your friend do the landing segment at the school assembly.
Wow, Shannon, you're a super creative guy and a good friend. Why don't you and your buddy wrap this up?
All right, everybody. Let's say the big idea one more time together. Creativity is using your imagination to do something unique. See you guys next month.
And the beat goes. And the beat goes. And the beat goes. And the beat goes.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Can you feel the beat from my hands and feet? The rhythm that's inside of me. Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Can you feel the beat from my hands and feet? The rhythm that's inside of me. 'Cause I've got something inside of me. And I'm gonna bring it to life, you see. I'm gonna shout it out and make it loud. Use my voice and move my feet. Whatever I imagine I can make with creativity. Hey.
And the beat goes. Now and the beat goes.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Can you hear the song? You can sing along. The melody inside of me. Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
If you hear the song, you can sing along to the melody inside of me. 'Cause I've got something inside of me. And I'm gonna bring it to life, you see. I'm gonna shout it out and make it loud. Use my voice and move my feet. Whatever I imagine I can make with creativity. Come on.
I'm feeling some creativity up in here. Let's get moving now. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3. Come on.
To the left, and to the left, and to the right,
Yeah.
and to the right. I spin around,
Yeah.
and spin around.
Come on.
Now hands up, and get down.
Now here
Come
we
on.
go.
Now to the left, and to the left, and to the right, and to the right. I spin around, spin around. Now hands up, and get down. Everybody to the left, and to the left, and to the right, and to the right.
To the right.
Spin around, spin around. Hands up, and get down. Come on. Now to the left,
To the left.
and to the left,
To the left.
and to the right,
To the right.
and to the right,
To the right.
Spin around, spin around. Now hands up, and get down. You know, because I've got something inside of me, and I'm gonna bring it to life. You see, I'm gonna shout it out and make it loud, and use my voice and move my feet. Whatever I imagine I can make with creativity, because I've got something inside of me, and I'm gonna bring it to life. You see, yeah. I'm gonna shout it out and make it loud, and use my voice and move my feet. Whatever I imagine I can make with creativity.